Well, hello, folks. I hope you're all well. Welcome to the SaxaVord Sessions from the SaxaVord Spaceport in Unst. It's great to have you with us here on a Sunday. It's a beautiful day up here again. It's a wee bit chilly in the wind, but the sun's out and it's a nice August day. A nice drying day, as they would say here, for getting the washing out in the line. It's all right, just leave it there. I'll get it in a minute. Thank you, Eli. Eli's coming laden with coffee. Thank you, Hazel, is sharing to friends and groups. Thank you, Hazel, that's wonderful. Viola says, on this side of the pond. What does she say? So clear that you could be next door. That's nice. How do you know we're no, Viola? Maybe we are. Maybe we've sneaked over to see you and you don't care we're there. Albert, hello, Albert. Albert says it's sunny in Dundee. That's great. Can I play one of your favourite tunes, James Forrester, Rankin? Yes, I will play that later on for you, Albert. No problems whatsoever. Hello to Marge in Missouri. Marge Rankin's there. And great, keep the comments coming in, folks. Don't be frightened to send in comments, honest. We don't do anything with them. They just disappear after the show. So it's awful nice to always know where you are in the world and what's going on. What's going on? Say hello to each other and we make this a wee sociable hour on a Sunday. So we've got Davey and Eli here holding the fort together. Here's a couple of tunes. The first one is a wee waltz called The Furrow's End by Gordon Patillo. And the second one's one of my ones called Hamish's Boat. A wee couple of waltzes, so if you fancy a wee waltz, go for it. There we are, a couple of wee waltzes for you that time. If you were marching to that, be gay slow. Anyway, there we go, a couple of wee waltzes. Gordon Patillo's The Furrow's End and Hamish's Boat. It's called Hamish's Boat, Marge. It's a bit of a story. I had a dog that was tied to a tree at the side of Loch Morlich near Aviemore. I was out in a canoe The dog broke its lead, swam out, cowped the canoe, and the emergency services people at the side thought I was in deep trouble and sent out some speedboat to rescue me. So that was Hamish and his boat. He was a very nice dog. Was. That's it, but there we go. So that was it. Hello there, Pat. Davy's Pat's joined us up the road. That's good. Right, here's a wee video for you this time of, this is the one that was quite loud, Davy, if you're ready for him. It's a chap we lost earlier in the year as well, Ronnie Ross. Ronnie was a great entertainer. And Walking on the Waves is a song that Skippinish, the band over here, have made very famous. And this is Ronnie's version of Walking on the Waves. It's a great, cheery, wee, nice song. It's become a wee bit a kind of West Coast anthem, I think, of Scotland. So enjoy. And remember, keep sharing and let us know where you are. We love to hear where you are.
An island in the sunlight, laughter in the rain, a whiskey in the darkness, it all feels just the same. Watch the sunset over Heinisch, see the twilight merge to dawn, hear the waves caress the shoreline as the island carries on. I've been walking these shores all my days, but with you by my side, I am walking on the wave. I've been walking these shores all my days, but with you by my side, I am walking on the wave. There's two lovers on the Necker, and they walk down to the sand. Their silhouettes are on the water as they paddle hand in hand. And it's a game of sweet surrender when there's nothing left to say. And there are moments to remember once these days are long away. I've been walking these shores all my days, but with you by my side, I am walking on the wave. I've been walking these shores all my days, but with you by my side, I am walking on the wave. So you look out on the ocean, see the headlands and the strands, and you wonder what horizons will shape tomorrow's plans. And through the turning of the seasons and the cycle of the days, every drink's another reason to let tomorrow sail away. I've been walking these shores all my days, but with you by my side, I am walking on the waves. I've been walking these shores all my days, but with you by my side, I am walking on the waves. I've been walking these shores all my days, but with you by my side, I am walking on the waves.
There we go. Ronnie Ross there, we walking on the waves. It's a lovely song. That it's really nice and catchy. It should. Viola says beautiful tune. It should cross over to this shore because I think where Viola is at the East Coast, they've had Hurricane Erin. Is that right? Erin. But there we go. Right, here's a couple of marches for you. The first one's John McMillan of Barra, Father John McMillan of Barra. And apparently he was quite a character, I'm led to believe. And the second one is a tune called Lady Lever Park, which is an awful bonny 2/4 march as well. So enjoy, have a wee barn dance or something. There we go. Father John McMillan of Barra and Lady Lever Park. Two nice tunes. There we go. Marches, two of her favourite 2/4 marches. Excellent. She says, Viola says yes, but Erin stayed offshore. A bit of rain and waves close to the California coast. Well, Erin's just as good. Yeah. Oh, well, that's all right then. Okay, right. Hello, Alexa in Aberdeen. This is the SaxaVord Sessions every Sunday, folks, 1:30. If you ever see the poster going up and it says 12 o'clock or 12:30 or 1:30, I have no control over it at all. It seems to be something that Facebook does in different time zones or something. I'm not sure what's going on there, but there's something going on with it. Right, a wee quick step. Somebody asked for last week and I didn't play one. So this is Anything Doing. Nothing doing here. And Bye Bye Blackbird. Oh, that's an oldie. It was number 1 in the charts in 1932. I'm not. I've been playing it that long. Here we go. A wee quick step for you. We go. A wee quick step for you that time. That was Anything Goes and Bye Bye Blackbird. This is, as you know, last week I said that we had lost our CEO of the company, Frank Strang. Very sad circumstances after a short battle with cancer. This week I'm heading down to play at his funeral in Granton-on-Spey on Friday. So I'll be doing some piping and some accordion playing. And I just want to say again, thoughts go to absolutely everybody involved with Frank, because we're going to miss him dearly. And just to absolutely everybody. And hoping to have a nice send-off on Friday with some nice tunes, that's for sure. And he's picked them already. So that's good. But that's what's happening there. Now, here is a wee set for you. There's a wee video for you. Now, see when you compose tunes like I do, it's always funny when you write a tune and you think, oh, that's quite a good one, and nobody pays any attention to it whatsoever. And then you write one and think, that's okay, and everybody likes it. So you kind of win, Davey, kind of win. But this wee tune seems to have cottoned on quite a bit, and it's a tune I wrote about 30 years ago now, sitting at a table in a cabin in Denmark, just outside Silkeborg. And I wrote a wee tune for a girl called Lindsay Weir called The Inside Out Fish Eater. And this one seems to have cottoned on a wee bit. I was playing in the lounge, the Shetland Fiddle Week was on last week, and I went in just for a wee tune. and sitting playing piano, and halfway through somebody blasted into this tune. And I thought, I know that. And I thought, oh, wait a minute, that's my tune. And it was after it, the chap came up to me and said he was from Perth in Australia. And he says, I didn't realise it was you that wrote that tune. He says, that's one of our favourite tunes in our fiddle club and we play it all the time. Which which is lovely to hear when you think music travels all over the world like that with no problems. So the reel they're inside out Fishy are one of my great, I was very proud when Blazing Fiddles, the famous group from Scotland, were going to be playing on the Hogmanay show. And Angus, that I worked with when he was young, playing piano and things, showing him how to play chords, he tells me. I can't remember it all. But anyway, he's done all right for himself. He's playing in this group and he plays with Cat Stevens and Paul McCartney and people like that now. So Angus messaged me and said, we're starting with one of your tunes on the telly the night. So that was a nice welcome to the new year. So this is Blazing Fiddles for the Hogmanay show with the Inside Out Fish here. Enjoy. There you go. That's charged up fiddle playing. And awful nice to have one of your tunes played in the Hogmanay show on the BBC telly. Nice to have connections with that band as well, with Angus for many years, and they're coming to Shetland in the next couple of weeks, I think, and I think I'm going to miss it because I'm away. It's maybe next weekend, actually. Right, I know, I'll tune and get them and play it. And of course, the band's got a Shetland connection as well with Jenna Reid there. She's the fiddle player for Shetland. She's for Corf in Shetland. And an Orkney connection. Kristen Harvey there is Orkney as well. So it's a great wee band. Brilliant. So Jock says, hello, gravy face. He would. That's what Jock calls Davy, folks. Just in case you're wondering. Now, are you bringing Teddy, he's asking. Right. Teddy's the Doug. Teddy's the Doug, by the way, folks. Joni Mackay says, great music. Maybe a wee 6/8 march, maybe. Yes, I totally agree. Splendid idea, Joni. Here is a couple of 6/8 marches for you. The first one is John D. Burgess, that most famous piper from Invergordon area. And they had the Invergordon Distillery Pipe Band. Bet that was an interesting practice. The sponsorship lasted for a few years, till the distillery went bust, probably. Right, and I'm going to play one for David, the Bluebonnets over the border after that. So here we go, in nice West Coast style. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. That was the John D. Burgess and the Bluebonnets over the borders. Ah, great, Marge. I'm hitting the spot today. Marge says so many of my favourites today. That's fantastic. That's great. I'll go away with that. My device will restart sometime. Very good. Excellent. I wasn't meaning go away with the favourites. I was meaning the computer sending something. Yeah, it said I'm going to restart if you don't stop me. But I stopped it. I said go away. There we go. it was wanting to do an update. There we go. So, right, now, Albert asked earlier on for the tune James Forrester Rankin that Andrew Rankin composed. It's a reel. And I think James Forrester Rankin, Marge will correct me, but I think that was Donald Ian Rankin's brother, if I'm not sure. Two cracking tunes. They were both lucky to get a tune each like that. So we'll start off, let's just do some tunes. We'll start with Hamish's tune, The Remnants of Hereford. Yeah, that was another Andrew Rankin one. And then we'll see what happens. This could be good fun. There we go. That was a pile of reels. Didn't ask me. I started with Hamish's tune and I finished off with James Forrester Rankin. I can't even mind what I played there. So there we go. Just a big bung of reels. There we are. That was good fun. Right, here this time for you, a wee video, a couple of marches that I recorded yesterday. Now, I was up actually playing my pipes, having a bit of practice for going down to Granton this week. And I thought I'll film a couple of accordion tunes as well while I'm here. Now, it was all very good for about the first 10 minutes. Then the midges came out. Now, midges, for our overseas viewers, are like mosquitoes, but worse, because you can't see them. At least with a mosquito, you've got a fighting chance of hitting them. No seams, no seams. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. So, there we go. So, that's no seams, but midges. So here's a wee couple of tunes. 2 marches. The first one's the Royal Mile, and the second one is a tune called The Tartan. And I've put my new Cairngorm tweed kilt on here for you. And believe me, midges up the kilt is not a good thing. It's really no good at all. So enjoy this wee one. Here we go. If I can find it now. There we are. Enjoy. Well, there you go. That was yesterday. And you could, just in case you thought that was me heavy breathing, it wasn't it? It was a wee bit windy, but the midges were still out. Usually they get chased. Midges up the kilt sounds like the name of a tune, says Marge. And Viola says, we have no seams on this coast too, and in August they are wicked. The west coast of Scotland, holy moly. I don't know how Skye has so many tourists. But there we go. So, so that's quite interesting. What have we not played today? We've not played a wee two-step. Here's a Jimmy Shand one, the 620 two-step. I think it was composed for a radio show he was doing at the time. It started at 6:20. I believe that's right. And it's also used for a Scottish country dance called the White Heather Jig, if I remember right, which is actually a 40-bar jig, which plays it a wee bit different, but I'm just going to play it as a two-step. So here's the 6:22 step. Get on the floor, heel, toe, forward, 2, 3, turn round. Easy. There we go, the 6:22 step. These are great, these old tunes, because you can sing them back to yourself. You can remember them. My late dad used to say, if you can't whistle back a tune, there's no point. Yes. They used to say, if the man at the end of the bar still singing your song at the end of the night, it's a hit. So Jean Thompson says she's fair enjoying the music. Jean is enjoying the music this afternoon. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Right, time for a wee quick video before. And today we are playing the Corries, who we have the rights to do so. So tell that to Facebook. Well, we do. When it comes up, we say, no, we do have the rights. And they say, oh, okay. And they go away. Yeah. So this is, Loch Lomond. Who doesn't like Loch Lomond? Here's the Corries.
Oh, whither away, my bonny May? Sae late and sae far in the gloaming, the mist gathers grey o'er moorland and brae. Oh, whither sae far are ye roaming? Oh, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low. I'll be in Scotland before ye, for me and my true love will never meet again by the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, weel may I weep for yestreen in my sleep, We stood bride and bridegroom together, but his arms and his breath were as cold as the death, and his heart's blood ran red on the heather. I trusted my ain love last night in the broom. My Donald wha loves me sae dearly, for the morrow he will march for Edinburgh town, tae fecht for his king and Prince Charlie. Oh, he'll take the high road and I'll take the low. I'll be in Scotland afore ye, for me and my true love will never meet again by the bonny, bonny banks o' Loch Lomond. As dauntless in battle, as tender in love, he'd yield ne'er a foot tae the foeman, but never again frae the field o' the slain. To his Myra will he come by Loch Lomond. The thistle may bloom, the king hae his ain, and fond lovers will meet in the gloaming, and me and my true love will yet meet again, far above the bonny banks o' Loch Lomond. Oh, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low. I'll be in Scotland afore ye, for me and my true love will never meet again by the bonny, bonny banks all alone.
Wow. I'm in awe at that. Two people singing, and the accompaniment is a concertina and a harmonica, a muthi. That's it. And the sound is enormous, just huge. Good sound engineer, Davy Sinton. Yeah, absolutely. But you know, it just shows you what big sounds you can make with not very much. So absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, right, what we're going to play now, we'll have a wee set of tunes to finish with. I can't think what to play today. I think we'll do a wee set of Irish reels, because we've not done Irish reels for ages. With some banjo for the awesome Andy Kane, who's camping in Skeld this weekend. I hope the midges are in his tent. So here we go. We'll start off with a wee tune called Dick Gossip's Reel. You can make of that what you wish. There we go. Now we'll take it from there. And thank you for joining us. This has been the SaxaVord Sessions from the SaxaVord Spaceport in Unst, Shetland. Going to be the first vertical space launch from the United Kingdom. That's our plan. And another wee thing we're going to do with this show as well is, because if Indy's interested in the spaceport, we're going to do a wee bit of news maybe, some weeks of what's happening and things, and let folk ken, and say blast off will be sometime and things like that. So if you've ever any questions, get in touch. Just two voices, Peter. But what voices, says Pat. Exactly. And hello, Bonnie. Says a quick hello from Milwaukee. So here we go. Right, Dick Gossip's Reel. Mine, tune in every Sunday at 1:30 and share to all your pals. Dinna keep this to yourself. We want as many folk to be happy and jigging about kitchen flares as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much from the SaxaVord Sessions up at the Spaceport in Unst. Hope you can join us next week. Nice to see Christine Matheson joining us. Robin McGilchrist says hi for York. And Maureen Harvey says, it's been absolutely wonderful this afternoon. That's what we like to hear. Thank you very much, folks. Take care, and we shall see you next week. See you then. Take care. Bye.